What is up guys, it's your boy Gunsoww and welcome back to a new video where I'm wearing the same hoodie as the last video.
Walkie slush!
In this video, as requested by Young D, I'm gonna show you how to make percussion loops that you can use or reuse in different beats. And it's actually not that hard, but you do need some sounds to begin with, so you can actually make the percussion loops, obviously. For this video, I'm going to be using my drum kit, which is Gunsow's XXL kit. You can get it for 50% off until the end of the month. So what do I mean by percussion loops? Well, it's kind of vague. You can do a lot of things that could be labeled as percussions, but it's most likely going to be normal perks thrown together to make a loop. Yeah, I'm just gonna start making it and then you'll see what I mean. For the BPM, I don't think it really matters because you're gonna be resampling it and stretching it depending on the other beats. So I'm gonna start with some open hats and then see where we can take this. And I'm gonna use this one. And maybe let's play with a hi-hat. But let's actually use an envelope for this one and shortened note. Actually, I'm just gonna solo this to see how it sounds like so far. But let's actually add some perks. I'm gonna use this one, the weird thing, change the length, maybe even more, and reverse it. Yeah, this works. And I'm gonna use this as well. Although you do have to keep one thing in mind when changing the pitch and using a different note than the root note, you could be setting up yourself for failure, as in it might not work with every beat due to the tonality of the sound and the actual pitch of the melody that you're going to be using in a different beat. So those might not fit. If you want to do like a drastic pitch change, like dropping it down by a few semitones, maybe lower the velocity of the note just in case it might not fully work with the next projects. Okay, it's definitely coming together. I just need more elements to actually make it a proper percussion loop, something that's rhythmic and something that's active. Then again, I don't want it to be too active because it's going to be taken away from the actual rhythm of the beat. Finding the balance is probably the most difficult part, I guess. Also, I'm limiting myself to just using this drum kit, so the sound selection might not be the best in this case, but you know, I gotta show you that you can make stuff with my drum kits. My camera died, let's go. So as I said, my camera died. I'm also gonna be using some of the fills just to get some sounds off of them as well. Okay, I think this is the best that I can do for now, given the resources. It sounds pretty good actually. Now I actually need to test it out on a beat, not just on an 808 and a clap. But this is how it sounds like by itself, just the percussions. Really solid, but also a really important thing to do when you're saving this loop is that you mark it with the BPM and how long it is. So in my case, it's only 4 bars long, because that way, whenever I'm working with it again, I know exactly for how long to stretch it if it doesn't fit the BPM, and that's really important. Okay, it's subtle, but it does actually work. It doesn't interfere with the vibe of the beat. I did just EQ it a little bit just to make sure that it's not clashing with the melody or the 808, or if you have hi-hats already or something, but it does work. Of course, I want to try another beat just to be sure that it's not one beat specific, because that would kind of suck for the purpose of making a loop that you can reuse.
Damn, Gunsoww.
So it does work with this one, but this one is on 165 compared to 130. So it's a lot it's faster, and it's also more active. And this is where you can kind of notice that it's a bit too much. This is kind of a good reference. And that's why I saved the project, so I can go back in and modify it and take some of the things out. But honestly, even so, it sounds pretty good. Of course, with some EQing, and you can even chop it. This is a really great starting point. Oh, I want to have these sounds, but you know, you can always just, oh, maybe I don't like this section, so I can just, you know, take this and put it here. And yeah, that's the point of a percussion loop. So you can modify these and use them as a starting point and, you know, like a foundation. So in conclusion, it's not that difficult to make percussion loops. Of course, it does take time to actually find the sounds and organize them. But I mean, yeah, this is pretty much it with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys managed to learn something from it. If you want to support me, you can get my drum kits. You have the link in the description. All of them are 50% off until the end of the month, loop packs included. And yeah, it was your boy Gunsoww, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.